6:30, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah. Maybe 2. What's up? Testing. Testing. Okay. What's up, Tia? No, frick off. I'm literally. What's up? How are you? Go away, Maku. What's up? Hello, YouTube. Hello, Queenie. Explosions, Falcon. Hi, guys. We'll do our typical, like, won't ping the Discord. Just Bing chilling. Spylo tank arc? Not today. Maybe we'll do some Pugs with tank, though. We'll see. We'll see how many games that we get on, in ranked here. Nice. We got tried free-for-all. That's cool. I'm actually going to jump in without Vaxa just because I never know how long these lobbies are going to be open. Give me a second to turn the audio down just a tad. You just brightened my day with that? Thank you. You're welcome. Spill Lou. That is an interesting take. Ah! Got a new mouse pad because I spilled coffee on the usual. So we'll see how this goes. Are we good here? This is full screen. It's a little quiet, but that's okay. Oh gosh. No, I missed the shot. What's up, San? How do you say your name? I always see you in chat. Pete Payaforke-san. Like, what the frick? I mean, I'm American, bro. If it's not like a monosyllabic, like, grunt, I can't say it. Oh. Bianca? Wait, are you serious? Is it like Pianka? Like, I'm gonna Pianka? Or Bianca? That came out wrong. Teenager me wrote that like a gamer tag. Like, Pianka. Okay. Dude, I can do that. Okay, I see it now. The 4... Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Gonna roll. So I wanted to get that second shot where I wouldn't have to aim as much. There you go. Could be Spylo Hogark. I used to play times like these. Frick off, dude. No. Honestly, if Hog was less of a cancer hero, I would like to do like a full mechanics character and just have fun with it. I've thought about sometime maybe doing like a Cassidy arc or something like that, or a Widowmaker arc. I talked with Stefano about it. We might, depending on how my schedule looks like the rest of this year, we might honestly do a Widowmaker arc. No joke. It would be like a brief stream project, and it would be to like Diamond or something. It wouldn't be to Masters or GM. But we might just for fun, just like to give you the full breakdown. And see how we can do with it. But yeah, I feel that might be kind of fun. I think it's been a little fun as well. Maybe not the main point of the video, but like how you guys have seen my mechanics improve over like the last month and a half. It hasn't really been a month and a half, but like a last month or so. And just like people asking like, oh, your mechanics look better today. How does that happen? I'm like, well, I mean, like, how do you think? Like, ah, frick, missed the nade. Good job. Screw Cass, Widow arc would be fun. Yeah, you might be right. Cass might be a little too vanilla. Widow is pretty vanilla too, but at least there's like that sharp, just aim only mindset. That if you struggle with Bianca, you die at my name. Well, it's not the word Bianca. Bianca is fine. I know how to say Bianca. That's not hard. It's the fact that I didn't recognize it as Pianca or Bianca or whatever. What's up, Olivine? What's the game code? I don't know what is it. I don't know what the tryhard free for all code is actually. It's like Yusufu or something. There's like a Y in there or something. I don't remember exactly what it is, to be honest with you guys. Soldier would be too boring. I enjoy playing soldier, but I don't. I've had so much soldier coaching recently, and I really don't understand it. What is the lobby code? What is the lobby code? I don't know. I don't remember. Ball to diamond? That would be a good. That would be a fun one too. Yeah, ball. People have asked for Doomfist, but I feel like Doomfist ball would be a little bit awkward though, because maybe this is too early, but I do think ball and Doomfist to diamond would be too easy. But then if I did like ball Doomfist to masters, it might take too long. Ball maybe not as much. Something about Widow feels like really short and sweet, but also like really fun. It's hard to say. Yatfa FFA. Yat FFA. I knew there was a Y in there somewhere. Weekend's going pretty good. Thank you. Like surely ball to diamond wouldn't take that long. I think I could probably within it. I mean, I'm already basically because we did the guess the rank. You guys remember that with ball? And everyone was like, "Oh, plat like gold, 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 gold." And then we did a plat 2 lobby, and I won both games. So I mean, clearly it's not that bad, and that was with a horrible mechanics too. Because I don't have like any experience with like I think even my tracer wouldn't be too bad to diamond. Like maybe it'd be hard, but Sekko's mechanics are really good. Yeah. This is why I like tryhard. There's some freaking amazing players in here. Just the other day, last time I was in here, there was an ex Overwatch League player in here. I was talking about Krawi, you guys know. Dedicated video to Overwatch systems. Pianka? No, but that is... Okay, so if you guys want the sauce, this whole Sierra critique is first in a... We're going to see how things go. Depending on how the future heroes go, and how future systems are implemented, I am going to do a discussion piece. Kind of like my unhinged rant, not unhinged, sorry. Kind of like my unstructured rant the other day. I do have that on a potential list of things to do depending on how things are going. But I'm going to get them a little bit more slack. If that makes sense. But we will see. I'm aware of the diminishing quality, yes. And so we will keep an eye on it. I would like to accrue more evidence as well. Last stream is kind of unhinged. Bro, I already had one person taking one of those clips out of context and getting insulted at it. I was like, dude, do you not know the It was funny because one of the thing that they took out of context was intentionally obtuse, as in I was making fun of people that have that stance. No, not the Sombra players. I won't say any more than that because I don't want to call this person out because I do know that they watch the stream sometimes. But it's like, bro, like I was literally making fun of that stance. It's me going, do you see how stupid these people are? I agree with you. Like, you know me. I know you watch my streams. I know you know how this was working. I don't know. Got him! EU straight, baby. You getting stomped on Venture, but it's funny, Rylan? Good, good, good. Keep up the good work. The EDRE mini rant was unhinged? That was exactly the point, though. The point was that people unironically think that, and that's just not true. You know? I've had a lot of discussions about trauma and stuff like that, and I don't know. If you can't see that as clear sarcasm, making fun of that stance, then I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, frickin', he moved. Are you toots? EDRE lower slander? Oh, okay, okay. Well, I don't know anything about EDRE lower, so. Yeah. But how are you guys? Questions? I mean, you guys know the routine. I haven't even pinged Discord yet, so if you guys have any questions, now's a good time. Gameplay related, hair routine related. That's a joke. Wait, my multi-chat's not going here. Bro, what is going on with my multi-chat? It's not scrolling. What's up, Rat? It's weird. My multi-chat's not like moving, so that's gonna be kind of annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. What's up, Varashi? Wait, is that Varashi or I swear I saw Varashi. I might be going crazy, guys. I thought I saw Varashi. Yeah, it's not moving. Why does Kiriko have a lower energy? She's hard meta and really good. Had a lot of videos on that one. I have a whole video of that. The problem, not the problem with Kiriko. What did I say? There's posted one on YouTube a few months ago. You'd have to look it up. There's a Kiriko video. Look on my main channel. You'll find it. TLDR is that the peak value of what she could do around burst on her Suzu and her movement and her ult is really strong. But not only do players in lower rank often play her wrong, but that peak value with Suzu, even if you play her correctly, often requires more team communication than is available in ranked. And that will almost unlikely to ever change unless they take some of her value away from Suzu. I'm going to hit my shots. Ah, I should have hit that. That was a triple blink. Yeah, seriously, what is going on with multi-chat? Can I redock this? Yes, I can. So I'm going to close it and then reopen it. Maybe that'll work. So it's not scrolling. Maybe that'll work. Smilix, thank you for the sub, dude. I appreciate it. We'll do like another minute or two with Ana, and then I'm going to jump into Zen. And then I'm going to do a little Vax, and then go in. We do really need a Kiriko command at this point. I mean, basically. I was just talking with Commander X about this kind of stuff. These weird social interactions that happen in Twitch. Just because somebody asks a very reasonable question, but like you've had the unlucky position of it's been asked before a lot of times, so you're like you're not a fool, but I'm also tired of answering it. So it's like just a lose-lose, you know? You know? I think what Lel should do though, I think that when in doubt, just gift 5,000 subs. I'll answer any question. Is Emre being picked more than Sojourn due to his consistency? Yeah, I just think he's good. Like, I just don't think, like, it's like one of those things where, like, what separates Sojourn from Emre is slightly better burst damage, which that rail is really, really valuable. But from, and maybe her mobility is, like, different, like, a little bit burstier. So in theory, I think, like, you could argue that, like, Sojourn's strengths line up a little bit better with what's required in a professional environment, but Emre's just so much more overtuned. So even though Emre's, like, nade doesn't feel as good as like the slide or whatever else, the burst damage, it's a classic example of like Emre doesn't fit with the perfect pro meta, but he's just so overtuned that he's close enough. We see this all the time. Characters that are generally they don't have hyper mobility or they don't have like hyper burst or whatever, but they're just overtuned. They're just gonna bullet like force himself into the meta, you know? Frick. Right, if he gave Zen 275, right, then all of a sudden that guy's just going to be hard mana regardless of whether he can push or pull. Whereas characters like Diva, Kiriko, Lucio, these characters aren't like super overtuned in a vacuum, but they just fit the strengths of the way the game is played so incredibly well. What's the difference between Emre and Cass in a pro context? Emre has way better ult consistency, and that's very valuable at the professional level. Like, you have a legitimate ult that you can play and win fights around. And he has equally good survivability, if not better survivability than better rotational potential, certainly, which helps a lot. Emre is better in most ways, with the exception of burst damage in mid to close range. Cassidy's better. But again, that's negotiable, given the other strengths that he provides. Trolling you in my first message, Soren. Soren, I would have known the context, so you would have been allowed to. I have not been keeping up with OWCS Korea, no. Only vaguely aware. More range 2 is set without Silver Bullet, right? How are you, mate? Emre is also much more accessible. Well, I mean, at the professional level, that doesn't matter as much. I mean, it matters a little bit, especially with a new character. Like, a lot of times, newer characters don't get picked up right away unless they have accessible skill floors, even at the pro level. We saw this with Wrecking Ball. Wrecking Ball was played for a long time, despite being in a pretty strong state. He wasn't also super good with the meta at the time either, but yeah. Some characters just have really high skill floors, and so they take a long time for even pros to get the grasp. Tank busting and flashbang. I do think Cassie is more consistent burst damage in the close to medium range. Like, there are situations where Cassie's just going to kill somebody. And that's very valuable, even at the professional level, you know? Or especially at the professional. So, I don't know what the plan was there. Good. Why are you so good at Masters when you're so good at coaching? Nice, Soren. See, Soren, I know the context of that statement, so you can get away with it. Oh, wow. He just snapped out of existence. Frick. But yeah, I do agree. More consistent ult, better range, pistol up to survive dives for better and longer. I do think the ult is a big deal, though. Like, normally when you're running a poke DPS, you're, like, having to compromise around ults. But, like, having, like, Ashe with Bob or Emre with whatever the freaking Finnish, like, breakdown, whatever it's called. It's really good. Like, being able to just be like, oh, that's an actual ultimate that we can plan and layer around is, like, at the pro level is really good. It's not that High Noon and Tactical Visor are complete trash, but they're pretty trash at the pro level. Because they're not much of an upgrade. And the zoning value just isn't there. And Override Protocol, right, thank you. Which tank do you think is the most no-skill brain rot? Depends on what your definition of brain rot is. In terms of simplicity of design or simplicity of, like, execution. The lowest skill floor, I mean, you guys aren't going to be happy, but... Well, not you guys, but a lot of people... I actually think Ryan is probably the easiest tank to pick up in terms of skill floor. I feel like if you were to teach any person how to just immediately provide value, I think Zarya is definitely up there as well. I don't think Zarya is, like necessarily OP, but she's just so freaking easy to, like, reach the skill floor on. Like, you literally just practice your mechanics and just bubble yourself, and that's mostly it. But then in terms of, like, skill ceiling, I think Roadhog's definitely up there. But skill floor, Roadhog is much harder mechanically. His mechanical demands are a lot higher. Yeah, but do you see how, like, saying easier, we have to, like, clarify what do you mean easy? Because Hog is a really low skill ceiling. Doesn't mean that there isn't a skill ceiling. It's mechanical, but it's simple, you know. But also, Hog is not an easy tank to get value out of if you're new to the game, like, at all. Like, would flipping carry good vault model to help blue players? I have given that feedback. I think it just makes more sense to have the primary aiming tool be on primary fire. Unless it is with skill shots, which for whatever reason, I don't know, I've always preferred Sojourn on, and most Sojourn players I know play with Rail M2, but healing versus damage 100%. I didn't even know you could shoot through that. It took me a second to realize that she was speaking that. Yeah, there's no such thing. We're actually kind of talk about that today, like the subtext and the subjectivity of, like, easy versus hard and, like, good versus bad, you know? And how it's like those are just really bad, not bad terms. Ironically, good versus bad is a bad term, but, like, how they're very, like, loaded terms. Kind of unrelated to what we're talking about today, but we'll have a brief conversation. Most Sojourn players use Rail in M1. I don't think so. None of the Sojourn players I work with, in terms of the pro players, but maybe the ranked players. I don't know. What feedback you gave about Sierra? Yeah, I can tell you guys. I didn't really have a lot of time to give feedback with Sierra because the first time I played through it was one of the last heroes that we played, and she was in a super unfinished state. As she basically released as she is now, unfortunately. And then the spotlight oh frick, latency is going crazy. The spotlight she was. I just didn't have a lot of time to play test. Period. In spotlight. Feedback was, is she too reliant off of skill shot? Does that make her too feast or famine? It feels odd to have a gun that tightens her accuracy. The ultimate, I think, is overtuned in the AoE effect, and I would love to have an ability that isn't as boring as the grenade. In terms of the way that the drone functioned, I also gave feedback about giving drone different responsibilities besides just go back and go forth. But in terms of how the drone feels, I didn't play the character enough to give accurate feedback on that. That was most of what I have said. And I also gave the feedback that she doesn't really feel like who she is. She just feels like another gun character. I was like, I don't really feel this whole, like, rock climber aesthetic, like, much at all. Like, I didn't. But beyond that, it was just more of, like, a how the character feels feedback more than anything else. What do you think about Wally West? What's Wally West? I also didn't give any feedback about audio. That is not something I paid attention to or noticed. He's the GOAT. I'll take your word for it. I think we're good. Let's do some Vaxta while we're in queue, and then we'll go. Certainly we're enough to be warm, even if we're not tight. Bro doesn't know? That's correct. Bro doesn't know. As I said the other day, I kind of like Vaxta for... I rarely do Vaxta longer than 5 minutes. Like, that's probably the max most of the time. But I just really like drilling. Like, I like feeling like I don't need to think about anything except where my crosshair is placed. So usually I do this first, but I was a little scared that tryhard would dry up. So I wanted to get tryhard in. But this it's hard to replace just brain off, shoot at the tracer. Brain off, shoot unscoped. Just read the movement patterns. Miss 7 shots in a row. You know, it's just hard to beat. And I find I always feel a little bit more warm when I'm just getting some... Because it's not like whether they move realistically exclusively or not, it's fine. It's just more of the drill. I do about 60 seconds per skill. And I can't. And I always wait for Erdu to come in here and criticize me for standing still. I'm not really working on my mirror strafing or my movement, you know, when I'm doing this, you know? Yes, I can make shots easier to hit sometimes, but because you end up mirroring their movement, so you don't have to move your crosshair as much, but, like, it's kind of why I'm not doing it. I want to focus on one facet at a time. Every rank above me is just sway tryhards, and everyone else is noobs? Yeah, exactly. And just try different hitboxes, different movement patterns. Even different ranges. Like, I generally wouldn't do no-scope at this range, but I'll even throw in a couple here and there just in case, you know? Like, I'll go, okay, we'll try a couple for far. Let's see if I can just land one on far. There you go. And then, okay, we'll go for more closer targets. Genji's a great one because there's a lot of dynamic movement and a lot of predicting how he's moving based off of how he's falling. And you can even do some headshot practice as well. I could do some headshot practice, actually. Let's do that real fast. On-run is really hard to duel, yep. And then this one, for lack of a better term, rather than reading just the movement patterns, I, like, open my third eye, and I'm like, okay, look at the head, look at the head, look at the head. You know, and sometimes I drag behind like I do there, but... Look at the head, look at the head. Get overwhelmed because they're point blank. I often find unscoped to be easier to hit headshots with, and because the context with which I'm going for unscoped is oftentimes very close, and oftentimes I just have to kind of keep my crosshair at head height. Yeah, I keep forgetting to do jeans. I keep forgetting to do jeans. I need to keep forgetting to do jeans. Oh, best support to learn support with. No. I think the context of, like, what is the best hero to learn X role with, it's not without merit. It's just not something that is merititious enough to deserve that much concern. Play what you want. It's going to be way easier to learn a hero that has a skill set that you enjoy applying rather than the perfect skill set to learn a general role. And it's also hard to know too because a lot of the supports don't share as many similarities as you might think. Like, there are similarities, but a lot of them have unique playstyles. And the other thing too is that supports share similarities with tanks sometimes, with how they take space or how they do things, you know, or how they share a lot of similarities with damage, you know. So, you know, heroes with guns often play similar. Heroes without guns often do similar things too. So, yeah. So for me, I would just fixate on, like, what's the hero that I really enjoy playing the most, regardless of whether it teaches you fundamentals. Like, there's probably some objectively true, this isn't a great hero to start off with, like Mercy, right? Or even to a lesser extent, Reinhardt. That's a hot take, right? Just because I think learning how to control your crosshair and things like that is good for first-person shooter. But I would never, ever discourage somebody from doing that because maybe they're just going to one-trick Ryan or Mercy for those 3 days. And maybe that's just worth it because they really like doing that. Is double anti-nade worth taking? Yes. Depends on the situation. A lot of close-range duels, small rooms. It's fine, but
I have so much to do.
That's always the excuse.
Queen, I'm working on it. Hang tight.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint.
Hey, it's
Station.
Kiriko.
At your service.
Hustle up. Not so fast.
Keep fighting.
Unleashed in 10 seconds.
On the objective and ready for action.
I'm here. Keep fighting. Coming through.
Enemy here.
Area denied. Go inside.
I need to reload.
Joining on the point.
My ultimate is charging.
My ultimate is charging.
Reloading. Enough whining. You're fine. Eyes on a target.
Push them off the point.
I've got you. For your wounds. Don't fret. I see you. Nodding off. I set the target.
Minor perk unlocked.
Listen. Nano boost is ready to deploy. Taking you out. Covering you.
My ultimate is ready.
Over here.
Raising shield.
If you want this point, you'll have to go through me.
Being fortified.
On the objective and
Deploy and rock you.
I still have some fighting. Group up with me. My ultimate is ready. Hostiles are taking the objective. Nano boost is ready to deploy. Nano boost is ready. Get in there and I'll hit you. You're powered up. I'm not finished.
Overtime. Station lost. Flashpoint resort.
Come to my position.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Covering you.
Disrupting. It's go time.
I have you. I'm fighting.
Clean it up. Clean down.
Nano boost is charging. Over here. Cut the grid. Healing you. You're powered up. Get in there. I won't let you fall. You made the right.
Keep coming.
Resort. Secure. Next, flashpoint. Bazaar.
My ultimate is charging. Targeting hostile. Enemy spotted. Enough whining. You're fine. Eyes on a target.
Disrupting.
Deploying rock unit.
Unlocks in 10 seconds.
Taking damage.
Flashpoint unlocked.
Don't fret. I see you. Over there.
Let's coordinate our efforts.
Nano boost is charging. Over there. Over here. Over here.
Not so fast.
Soothing your wounds. Rest up. No recovery. Enemy in sight. Eyes on the target. I'm under attack.
Join me.
Nothing off.
Got you.
Get them off their feet. Fire!
I go out on my terms.
Bazaar. Secure. Next, flashpoint. Town
Fortified.
center.
Enemy here.
Group up at my position.
Engaging enemy forces.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds. Flashpoint unlocked.
It's go time.
I'm on the objective. Rally to my position.
Disrupting.
My
Deploying
ultimate is
rock
ready.
unit.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Careful. We're outnumbered.
My ultimate is charged.
The Kitsune is ready to be unleashed.
Join me. Let the Kitsune guide you.
There's an enemy here.
I'm reloading. Over here. Nano boost is charged. I'm under attack. Enemy spotted. Rendezvous at my position.
Town center. Lost.
I think we're outnumbered.
Next,
I am the
flashpoint.
Junker Queen.
Garden.
We are on. My ultimate is almost ready. Yeah!
Sigma, present.
Over there.
Actuating the Baron. A threat emerges.
You're powered up. Get in there.
狐の鍵爪を解き放て
Over there.
It's called personal space.
A threat emerges. Claiming
This
the
is
objective.
not the end. Nano boost is charging.
The Kitsune is ready.
Muchachera.
The Kitsune is ready to be unleashed.
Come to my position.
Watch here.
Let the Kitsune guide you. Deploying
Stand up
rock
straight.
unit.
I need it.
They're targeting me.
I keep you up.
They're taking the objective. Take cover.
I still have some fight in me. Taking damage. Healed up.
Over there.
Just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Over here.
Enemy here. Flanking. Kitsune no kagi爪を解き放て
Come here. I can heal you.
Reloading. Don't fret. I see you. Nodding off.
Team kill.
We're here to be heard.
We must accelerate one small step at a
Ultimate
time.
charging.
Defeat.
Ah, man, I should have had that one. Too jittery. A little too jittery this game. Not feeling the flow. Shoot, man. Too many duels where, like, I should be able to comfortably clear that angle and be able to play it correctly, but, man, like, that Cassidy one was criminal. That guy had no health for, like, 6 years. But just a little too jittery. Just a little too jittery. First point as well was pretty criminal as well. I didn't even track Graviton Surge at all, and so I just clumped up. Oh, yeah, I need to update the scene tier list here. But, yeah, no, that game was definitely within reasonable expectation. Ranked games. Are you excited your chat? Are you excited your chat today to be all about the discords? What? Yeah. No, I mean, I had the Cassidy, man. Like, especially with the headshot perk, and he's got 0 health. He wasn't even waiting. He really did not even get a health buck. Are you excited for your chat today to be all about the discourse? Which discourse? Yeah, that game was my bad. How good you are at Overwatch? Oh, yeah, see, well, no, I mean, that's not part of the discussion today, where it's the OC tweet. But, yeah. Are you saying in like, correlation? Like, because Masters was what was discussed? Also, the point before last, man, we missed so many nades on that Roadhog. Like, just a lot of cooldowns were rushed there. There were lots of moments there. That's okay. There were some good moments, too. Did you guys like my nano on the Kiriko? I was actually pretty big brain in the moment. I saw him use dash, and I was like, okay, I'm full, and he's not nanoed, so I can live 2 slashes. And so I used the nano and just took off in one direction. And I like your nano on the grab, Winston. Well, I thought maybe, because nobody exploded instantly, and they weren't really staged well for the dive. But I think that was literally a 4 or 5-man grab. I thought it was like a 3-man grab, and I was like, oh, this is still winnable. So I went for it. People care about OC says in 2026. Be nice. OC is a very important part of the community, so. We're not here to roast OC at all. That's like literally not at all what we're going to be doing today. Do I have ping bound? Yeah. If you're asking why I didn't ping Cassidy in that situation, to be frank, it's because my team was in the middle of combat and not in a position to be able to deal with the Cassidy. I was the only person that could deal with the Cassidy in that situation. I'm pretty sure. And so there's no point relaying information when the responsibility is on me to deal with it.
Ready for battle.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that point, it's just a distraction, and that implies I don't ping stuff unless I'm implying action. Right? Oh, this is the wrong fight. So if I'm going to ping this, it's because I think somebody should deal with it. And maybe in hindsight, my Sigma could have dealt with it. But yeah, see, even my Sierra is kind of looking at him, right? I didn't like how Avites evolved. I felt like a lot of my supports, like it definitely felt a little bit like double hit scan moment. Let's put it this way. Macro-wise, micro-wise, I had a lot of opportunities to, but like this felt good until it didn't. And we used Kitsune for that, got nothing out of it because we didn't have any angles. We fluxed, we missed the flux. It felt like this kept evolving to what was happening a lot. Like people would keep falling back to me, which kind of sucked. To be honest, with the power of hindsight, maybe I rotate away from the Cassidy. I don't know. But like the most important thing is I need to win this fight with the Cassidy, and then I can swing away from my team and create my off angle. But the key bind for me is I should be able to deal with this Cassidy by myself, and then I can move that way. But we had like really, really bad angle control most of this game. Which, to be fair, we're running double hit scan on a Kiriko. I was kind of sad when we swapped off Brig. Brig would have been good here, even until they swapped Hog even. But what's the mindset behind muting yourself during a game while you mutter to yourself sometimes anyway? Because I don't feel the need to make excuses and point out things that I did wrong unless I would naturally do so. And when I mutter to myself with the mic muted, it's more along the lines of I'm being funny or I'm kind of talking to myself. I'm not feeling like I have to perform or do something. So I'm either being funny, which takes some of the tension off, which is helpful for me, or I'm just muttering to what I'd say if there was nobody there, which means I don't have to feel this need to perform. I don't feel the need to have to narrate what I'm doing, and I don't have to feel the need to give an outlet for complaining or saying this. Yes. I'm not doing an unranked to GM where I'm going to educate you guys behind my thought process while I'm doing it, because I'm not good enough to do that. To do an unranked to GM, you have to be a champion player that can play up to GM without necessarily having your full brain on the screen. You can autopilot and then narrate that autopilot. Meow, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. I was supposed to raid you, but I guess that works. I appreciate the raid, man. I hope you had a good stream. So I do a better job when I'm allowed to just kind of focus on what's on my screen.
Select a map.
All right, I'm going to stretch my legs for just a sec.
Select your hero. Choose hero bands.
Looks like we got Rialto. I could play Zen or Ana here. Maybe I play Zen. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll play Zen because I don't know for sure that I'm always going to get my Zen map. That's been a bit hit or miss. I'll pick Zen.
Amid discord, we will find tranquility.
We're doing this my way.
That game felt like I needed to do a bit more of a positional masterclass, or I needed to feel more confident mechanically for me to win that one.
Hello. Do not fear, for growth is always
Nice, Meow. Good stuff. All right.
Hello.
Harmony follows you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Escort the payload.
Payload progresses. A threat emerges.
Taking the payload.
Barrier initialized. Barrier has been overwhelmed. Hello.
The cycle begins anew.
Enemy spotted! Enemy here!
A resolution swiftly delivered.
Minor hurt unlocked.
I have learned from my experiences.
Hello there.
this.
Team
Blew him out of the water.
Well, hello.
Over here. There's one here.
Barrier is splintering. Attack the barrier.
True strength does not always lie in victory. The help is its own reward. Nothingness.
We must accelerate on here.
Enemy spotted. Over there.
Enemy here.
What is that melody?
Eyes on the sky.
Огонь по готовности!
Potential.
One who perseveres. My ultimate is hello there. Find solace.
What is that melody? Li Wan Kuanglan?
the payload is approaching its destination.
Watch out! I hit up. Enemy here. Enemy spotted. Can someone move the payload
60
to
seconds remaining.
One
Enemy
who fears
here.
loss has already lost. Join me.
Enemy spotted.
Get in there, Bob! Огонь по готовности!
We are outnumbered.
30 seconds.
I'm ready to start the
Stand ready!
for vendetta.
Tracer here.
This is my favorite.
10 seconds remaining.
We're running out of time.
close. It's just a difficult point to break. You have to play way better than we were playing. We can't get picked off. We can't screw up our old economy. You can't get accidentally grabbed. You know, you can't lose opportunities to kill Zarya. Their comp is just so much better once we get into that space, and like Sigma falls off dramatically in there. Ashe falls off dramatically in there. Zenyatta falls off dramatically in there. But it's fine. It's a decent push.
Amid discord, we will find tranquility.
Everyone, stick together. We can do this.
I did 250 damage on first point, and we capped. So. All right, wish me luck, yo.
I don't get jittery before I fight the way I used to. And you know what?
Your spirits lifted.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
Engaging enemy.
We have to stop the payload!
Now you see me? Now you don't.
Over here.
Over there!
Enemy here.
Over there!
A reminder that life is never easy. The payload must be stopped. A temporary setback.
Stop the payload! Over there! You're moving the payload! Let's stop them!
Chemotherapy field deployed.
Over here!
Stay inside the field.
Over here! Over here!
Tango in sight. Enemy here.
Over there! Payload's moving!
My soul is ignited. Over here.
can be heard.
Freeze! Click
Right here.
Ultimate is
Amid
charged.
discord, we will find tranquility.
Spotted an enemy.
Your spirits lifted.
Removing the payload.
Right. Enemy spotted.
Opportunity for change. I release your suffering.
Spotted an enemy.
Join together.
The payload has reached destination. Major
Is the source of all suffering.
Enemy spotted.
We are outnumbered. Be cautious. Path ahead is dark.
Огонь по готовности. Defeat. Play of the game. Winner.
100%.
Okay. You know what was my bad? First point. I shouldn't have been grabbed there.
Ready for battle.
Like, this fight here, right here, I was thinking, oh, I can bait the Zarya. You get what I'm saying? But I need to know that she has grab, and I don't have trance, so even if I get baited here, I still die. So I should have went ahead and rotated top and played patiently here, and then just kept going. Now, my Mei had ice block here, but so she can get solo grab, but this was just a really sloppy rotation for me. This was me getting a little bit too silly with it. You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was joking, like, oh, nano, grab, wow, okay, you know, dragon. But, like, reality is I shouldn't have even been grabbed there. And then we're in a situation where I can hold space with my Ram. And then I actually think because they were panicking the card here, I think we might have been able to get a pick or two here. Which then means that we definitely get this recontest here. Because it was a pretty close recontest. Like, we actually could have won this. Then, this situation here was like, this is just a really bad play, to be honest. Like, I don't know what we're doing. Like, again, we're, like, look, what are we doing? That being said, we did get a trade. I don't know how the Hanzo died there, but he did. And so, in this situation here, I think I'm okay to do this. It's a little aggressive. but I need to be way sneakier. And I saw the drone, but I didn't know she was here. This is honestly a really good play for her.
Pushing the payload. Mind lending a hand?
So I have no idea that she's there, and then I just freaking get murked. So that's on me. But it's okay. We can still disengage this. It's still... that was... Okay, no, we can't disengage this. Okay, we need to disengage this. We do disengage this. But my Ram is... Like, what is Buckwheat doing, bro? Look, we are 3v5. Like, we can't be playing here. So whatever, give up the point. We stagger again here. I try to help a little bit, but we need to, we stagger out here as well. Tosca staggers. May staggers. They should have just run in and died. Like, just run in and die in cart, whatever. Not a big deal. This was the most egregious one of all. This was the most egregious one of all. Buckwheat has this full information that we have just lost both of our DPS. What? And then it gets worse. It keeps going. Because we're like, okay, guys, listen, we gotta reset. Reset. In the spawn. Everybody in the spawn. But no. No. We don't rotate out. What is Tosca doing? Where's my healing, bro? Where's my healing, bro? Where's my healing, bro? That was it. That was it. You know, that was it. That was it. So we never had a fight. So it's unlucky. That one is one of those ones where it's like Atlas. Here's okay. So this is the parameter. Okay, complaining aside, this is the parameter by which I like judge games mentally. I feel a sense of not urgency, but I feel a sense of, okay, keep it up. We're close. When you have games like Atlas, those are the ones that's like, hey man, you're so close to just being the linchpin there. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Don't worry. Like, you know, you keep up the good work. You're doing fine. And then there's games like Rialto, which is like, it happens. It happens. It happens. You know, to win that Rialto game, maybe we should focus more on the third point attack. That there was definitely lots of opportunities there. But it's like one of those games that you just have to like write off and not worry too much about. You don't really VOD review those games too much. You focus on the ones that are within your control, within reason. It's not that Rialto is not winnable. Rialto is absolutely winnable. A GM Zenyatta would have won that easily. But in terms of like reasonable expectations, it's not that. You just kind of have to like let that one go. So, and yes, the rare Spilo typing moment. Sorry, that actually, that was a moment of weakness, yes, but that actually blew my mind. Like, I have not seen that in a long time. Like, I think you guys see what I'm talking, like, I haven't seen that in a long time. If you died less than first defense, you might have had the transfer graph. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it was the one really goofy death was like, I couldn't decide if I wanted to recontest or not, so I just started to oh, no, I want to take, that one was really dumb. But
Vote for a man.
okay, we go back into our hole. I wasn't even like pointing fingers. I was just I just was curious what was being said, and I wasn't disappointed. I don't get to play Ana on King's Row too much, so this will be different. I've been playing a lot of Zen in King's Row. On attack third, is that left from a good angle for Zen? You mean like towards the mega? Rotating that way? Or do you mean the really small room? It's okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's a bit of a deeper flank, but it's just not a great point for Zen. So we needed to play pretty well to clean that up. Whereas first and second point feel, or first especially, feels pretty easy. But yeah, a lot of that just was kind of like playing Ring Around the Rosie with a tank, and I needed to keep doing that a little bit more. Like, I think a lot of, even third point was like, just Zarya was able to gap close on me way too much. It shouldn't be, like, you can't, the thing with Zarya is like, this is why people hate playing versus her, but it's true. It's like, just don't let her, just stay away. Meme in Herlov's chat? Which one? Just stay away. It's a boring hero. There's not a lot of interaction with her outplay ability, which sucks. But you just stay away from Zarya. Congrats. And it's legitimately important to remember that.
I will not leave a broken world
Frustrating
behind.
game, though.
Overwatch crossed the line here.
They get
And the
tortured without
world
cursing.
paid the price.
Oh, yeah. For Pete's sake! Pepper sent that one to me. It cracked me up, dude.
They said you were the best sniper in the world.
I'm sure some would disagree.
All right.
The sniper.
Recenter. Recenter yourself. Focus on what we're
She
doing.
doesn't
Take your
count.
angle, relax. Take your angle, do your job, relax. Take your angle, relax. Focus
Thank
on what
you.
you can control.
These phenomena bear further investigation.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Killing pylon.
Enemy in sight. Healing you.
Eyes open.
One of these days I'll end up in Fiji. Group up with me. Group up at my position. I have you. Keep fighting.
Over here. The barrier cannot withstand much more. Over here.
Over there.
Don't let them take the objective.
Covering you.
Over here.
Tango spot.
I'm here. Keep fighting.
Dual visor activated.
Barrier initialized.
I still have some fun. Nano boost is charging.
Caution.
Come to my ultimate is charging. Rest up. I need help. Thank you.
Meteor strike.
Keep fighting. You're powered up. Get in there.
Actuating the barrier. The threat emerges. We're here to be heard.
Healing pylon.
Objective lost. Stop the pain.
Party time, let's go! Too close.
Payload en route. Stop it.
I will not leave a broken world behind. Group up with me.
We have to stop the payload.
Positioning healing pylon.
Almost time for our finishing block.
Nano boost is charging.
What is that syzygy? Pass into the iris.
I have you. Keep fighting.
Enemy sighted.
Tactical visor activated.
Minor perk unlocked.
Enemy in sight. Hard work is rewarded. Covering you. Careful.
Caution.
Positioning healing pylon.
Marked by the dragon.
Healing pylon deployed.
Activating the barrier. Threat emerges. An enemy appears.
I keep you up.
Major perk unlocked.
I haven't lost my touch.
Scanning.
My ultimate is almost ready.
30 seconds remaining.
Their time is short. Hold strong.
I am ready to unleash my ultimate.
Taking damage. My ultimate is ready. My ultimate is ready. Get in there. And you're powered up. Get in there.
动住，不许走！
Double, not the first, not the last. I won't let you fall. Get them off the payload. We all die, eventually.
Dragon consume you. Thank you.
What is that syzygy?
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
The nano on the soldier was kind of bad, to be honest. Like, I guess it was needed. I wasn't sure if he was discorded, but he really wasn't really set up very well, and then he missed a lot of shots, and so that almost cost us the fight there. Also, the pocket on the EDI was kind of cringe as well. Like, I don't know. I honestly feel like I should just healed her there. I shouldn't have dropped there even at the end. I got a little panicky. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah, maybe you're right, Jacob.
I will not leave
First
a
point was the
broken
real
world
tragedy, though. Getting picked by the Hanzo was just so unearned.
Step, my burden lightens.
And then, obviously, I misplayed a lot of cooldowns in the recon test. I was pretty pleased, like, how I played my positioning on the recon test in the hotel and living. But if I'd hit even one cooldown there or one shot, then it would have been a lot
I'm
less
sure
stressful.
some would disagree.
Like the sniper who shot out your eye?
She doesn't count. Stay sharp.
What's up, Biggie
It's
Cheese?
harder
How are
to
you?
keep you alive when you're distracted.
Insta-rotate high ground, most likely. And then just relax.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attack commencing. Capture
Targeting
objective
hostile.
Barrier appears. A threat emerges. Barrier is nearly spent. Enemy vector calculated. What's here? Objective. Gather at
Objective A captured. Escort the payload.
Actuating the barrier.
Covering you.
I'm moving the
An
payload.
enemy appears.
Nano boost is charging.
Hello.
Don't fret. I see you. Eyes on a target.
The dragon consume you.
Hello.
I'm under attack. I've got you.
I'm on the payload.
Touchdown. I'm here. Keep fighting.
The barrier cannot withstand much more. My barrier is gone. What is that syzygy? Tactical visor activated.
The payload is approaching its destination. Victory.
That visor was hilarious, man. He's like, yeah, come in here. Come in here. I'm not going to miss a shot in you, Ram. That was funny. That was funny. Oh, man. We'll probably do one more. I got to pee real fast. Maybe it was a reload visor. Yeah, maybe so. Be right back. I'm going to actually re-queue and then go pee real fast. Ah, no, not open queue. Be right back.
Choose your map. Select your hero. Choose heroes to ban.
I don't mind Atlas, but I get tired of seeing it as the only flashpoint map. I preferred East Bronzer or something. Alright, Redemption Arc, baby, Redemption Arc. Is this the same soldiers last time? Let's do it. It is! Dude, true, I haven't... Dude, when is the last time I played New Junk City? Crap, man. Oh man, this comp is cursed. Okay.
I will.
We're gonna make it work,
leave
boys.
a broken world behind.
Dead weight gets left behind.
Stay sharp. It's harder to keep you alive when you're distracted.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initial flashpoint. Station.
Stay focused. We have everything we need. Taking care of you.
Our enemies approach.
You want to get
We will take this area together. Over here. Over there.
You're fine.
Hostile in view.
I need healing. Need healing. To protect objectives.
Be vigilant.
I won't let you fall. Enemy in sight. The objective is under attack. We're outnumbered.
That's a clean takedown.
Nano boost is charging. Don't fret. I see you. Not the first, not the last.
Secure. Next flashpoint. Town safe.
On to the next point. Come here to get healed.
Watch your back.
Yeah, group up with me. Attack nano boost is ready to deploy.
Enemy sighted.
Help me.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
You're powered up. Get in there. One of these days I'll end up in Fiji.
Be uplifted.
I'm feeling young again. My ultimate is charging. Over there.
Right by you.
Targeting hostile. I need to reload. Lissa قدامي كتير. Group up at my position.
Minor perk unlocked.
Still improving.
Objectives in my hand.
Tactical visor activated.
You're welcome.
Town center. Lost. Next, flashpoint.
I
Bazaar.
go out on my terms. Nano boost is charging.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
I appreciate it. Covering you. Hold on. This is not to fuck with me. My ultimate is ready. You're powered up. Get in there. Out of ammo. I won't let you fall.
Heroes never.
Objective is under attack. Salt for your wounds. أنا ما حدش يقدر عليا.
Double kill.
Over there.
Bazaar.
Thank you.
Secured.
Thanks.
Next, flashpoint.
Valkyrie
Resort.
is charging.
Meet me at the next point. And bring your A game.
Watch out.
Come over here.
Flashpoint unlocked. Team kill.
You'll have to try harder than that.
Checking in.
Correct choice. Nano boost is charging.
Supplying damage increase.
Tactical visor activated.
I go out on my terms.
Hostiles approach. The objective's in my hands.
Rendezvous at my position. Don't fret. I see you.
Over here! An enemy comes. Securing this objective.
Covering you. Cinder. Double. I keep you on. Group up with me. Eyes on a target.
Heroes never die.
Stand up still. I appreciate the support. I've got you.
I don't necessarily think I played any better than the previous one, but we got a little lucky, I guess. Teammates played really well. I wasn't super concerned about the second point. I mean, it was really... Because that's just such a really hard point to play when you're playing on a Mercy Soldier. There's not a lot of space. So, winning first point was really important, because that puts us at a slight advantage. Then we can give up the second point. Third point, I wasn't expecting us to win. I played really shaky on third point, but my teammates clutched. And then fourth point was definitely in our favor. Spell takes 200 damage and self-nades. Yeah, I was being a little disrespectful with my rotation there.
No stream ping on Discord.
How does it feel to fully not understand the game? What does that even mean? What kind of question is that? I'm not sorry. Maybe I don't understand. Can you clarify? No ping on Discord, no, because we haven't fully started yet. We'll start now. Is everyone bad at Overwatch? All right. Is it the OC tweet? I don't even know what the OC tweet said. Do you narrate events in your head during match to maintain your focus? That depends. If I feel like I'm losing focus... Okay, so here's when I self-narrate, okay? Or here's when I should self-narrate, okay? So, generally, self-narration comes when I'm either too excited... Well, just too excited, period. I'm tilted from Rialto game. I'm stressed from the Atlas game. Or I'm feeling a little bit too sloppy because everything's going really well. Which... I don't think I had that moment today, but there's definitely moments where you get a little too cocky. Those are moments when the narration, yeah, it's an extra step that you have to think about and process, but it will help to... It's like you're going to think about something other than the game because you already are anyway, so you might as well try to recenter yourself and allow yourself to refocus. But the optimal goal is to not narrate at all, to not talk at all. You should be the OC tweet. Okay, I will, Lemon. Okay, I will, Lemon. Yeah, but yeah, I think like in flow state, whether it's practicing or performance, is generally like there's no narration whatsoever. Very little narration. Most of the thought process comes really simply, yeah. But the strategy is you can use narration as a way of addressing being overly stimulated, essentially, in any way, shape, or form, whether that's anger. I mean, you guys saw me after the Rialto game. I was frustrated. I mean, it wasn't my team's fault. It was also my fault too. But that one thing that was like a trigger for me was like, I really got frustrated at my team making really like completely obvious errors and then blaming me for a lack of healing, you know. I shouldn't have turned on team chat. That's a moment of weakness. But then I'm able to just go back in. And even after the first death in King's Row, right? Just dying to a random crappy Hanzo because I'm peeking him for like an idiot. You know, it's like, can you recenter yourself? And I'm not perfect at that, but it's something I have practiced and I have gotten better at. What's up, Bobby? I typed it because you're masters and it would apply here. Okay, I'll have to look at the tweet then. People messaged me about the tweet and said I should do a discussion on it, including one of my workshop guys, one of my project guys. Narration is extremely helpful for ADHD as somebody who has it, just for like anything. That makes sense. I mean, if you tend to pull off in different directions, having somebody kind of pull and recenter yourself over and over can be very helpful. That's how I use it, but it's not like the optimal state. It's a realistic interpretation of where you are mentally at that moment and trying to help that. What's up, Donald? How are you, mate? But I will say that a lot of people like look at self-narration as like, so I'll sometimes live coach people and they're like apologizing for not narrating, and I'm like, dude, no, like if you can avoid narrating, avoid it. You know, like if it's a medicine. You don't go on, you're not on antibiotics, or you're not on like there's not a vaccine for being healthy. It's like a defense versus something, right? Like if you have to, if there's an at-risk disease, or I guess vaccine's not the best example, but like it's a solution. It's not the state that you should be in all the time. Because people will watch unranked GMs and they will try to replicate the narration, failing to recognize that the narration in the unranked GM is the educational part that they're teaching while they're playing, but that's not the optimal state to play in. Yeah, Sarah Lee, well, we're gonna interpret it pretty graciously, I think, because I know OC, and so I think it's more of we're gonna use that as a springboard to discuss things. I took a couple of notes on it. Could somebody link the OC tweet? I actually don't have Twitter on my computer. That cesspool is something that I try to avoid interacting with as of like the last year. Can somebody link it? It was good, Bobby. Yeah, we had good games. We had they were all good. Even the Rialto game was like most of that game was like really solid for practice. Will self-narration stop me from tilting? No. It might help you recenter yourself after a tilt, but I would recommend pairing that with a little bit of a break. Man, I have a freaking moderation. I swear, teenagers drive me nuts. I hate teenagers. I hate them. Despise them. Okay. Freaking Discord. Okay. I'm gonna actually pull up my notes here just in case I forget a topic. This wasn't really super thought out, but I was thinking about it some this morning, so I had some ideas to kind of bring in here. And I think it will be useful to have some background footage. Let's just look at like some OBS Sojourn. I don't know who's a great player. Tree. Tree's a great player. Tree's a great player. Watch some Tree Emre. And we'll dopamine max once we're actually getting to the discussion point here. Well, the problem with Twitter, so here's the problem with Twitter, is that Twitter's algorithm is that engagement or controversy drives engagement. So from a business standpoint, you're going to spend more time on the app when there's controversy, or not even necessarily like people being toxic necessarily, but there's some form of disagreement. So tweets blow up almost always when they're either controversial or they say something that is like very popular with a percentage of people as almost a hot take. Like hot takes do really well, right? Even if they're not particularly hot, but they're phrased as hot, that's gonna do well. So you're gonna basically, if you say anything that's like relatively like safe or kind or whatever, or not uncontroversial, it's not going to do well. Now, the real irony with Twitter, not the irony, but the danger, sorry, of Twitter, is that you can say things just for your community without any intent for it to go anywhere else. You could, but you actually have to police your language on Twitter because your tweets are technically public, and the Twitter algorithm will promote your tweets like YouTube videos if they provoke a controversial or a popular reaction within your small group. We've seen this happen all the time. You could boil down to about half of the drama within the Overwatch scene to a tweet was intended for a small group of people and blew up outside of it. Essentially. So you have to take the tweet within context of who's saying it and why they're saying it and who they were saying it to. I've had this happen a few times to myself. And you can literally see it. Like a lot of my more reasonable tweets don't do all that well, but then the ones that I think that are pretty reasonable but are maybe a bit controversial almost always blow up. And people will kind of take it and run with it. And so that's caused a lot of drama, which is unfortunate because oftentimes it's just a giant mess. I mean, the J3 situation is a great one, but yeah. So a lot of it is like what they used to call yellow journalism, right? It's like very, very provocative, not always super accurate. But the worst part about it, the most devious part about it, is it's not the person tweeting it may or may not even be intending for it to be popular or controversial. There's definitely some people in the community that they like their Twitter hot takes. They farm the impressions, not even for money because you get nothing off of it. But yeah, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. So we're gonna pull this up here and we're gonna look at it within the context of what's being said with a charitable interpretation, because I know that if I said something, I hope that, I mean, you guys know me, whenever Spilo goes relevant on Twitter, it's always for something, there's always a charitable interpretation, right, guys? Right? Nobody ever takes what I say and runs with it. And so we will make sure that we're going to be charitable with our interpretation of OC, because OC's great. I mean, okay, so on Overwatch Twitter, they will try to shame you for being here. True, I guess, sometimes, sure. I mean, again, it's just kind of like a meme post. I don't think it should be taken much more deep than that. But yes, Masters is in the minority of the player base. Like, you are a very, very small percentage of the player base. We'll talk more about the parameters here. Everyone loves me, Sal? Yeah, exactly. And then OC says, I mean, yeah, once you hit Masters, it can be argued that you've just started to actually learn the game. You don't really know how to do anything even remotely correct until you get to Masters. When you get there, you begin to learn how the game should be played. Now, I'll give my 2 cents here. I mean, again, it really decides, like, what are we talking about in terms of start to learn the game, remotely correct until you get to Masters. I think when we talk through hyperbole, like, stuff can be misconstrued, sure, and obviously this is hyperbolic. Like, I don't think that OC actually necessarily thinks this is literally true. Like, do you think that Masters players have just started? Like, do you think Diamond players don't know anything about positioning, don't know anything about old economy, don't know anything about mechanics, don't know anything about matchups? I mean, obviously that answer is not true. Obviously that answer is not true. I mean, I literally have coached many bronze and silver players that take flanks or have okay mechanics, like it's like average level mechanics, right? So yeah, again, the charitable interpretation, and I'm sure the follow-up afterwards, like, which I can't look at because Twitter, is that, is that this is just more of a provocative statement intended from a pro player perspective. If you guys don't know, OC does a lot of pro stuff. So let's actually talk about that. Like, so what is good at the game? And I'm just gonna have like some pro play stuff in the background here. Let me actually change my headline here. I'm good. I don't really care as much about the tweet itself. We're mostly using it as a springboard to talk. I don't want to like make this about like my opinion versus OC's opinion and so on. Are you good at the game? It's more about like the larger context of it. I'm using it more as a springboard to discuss, and for that I'm grateful. So kind of the context of OC is like, very pro player focused. There's a lot of pro play and like high level communication, high level team play. And to be fair, the difference between what pro play looks like and what ranked looks like is pretty different. Like, it's not just a question of, in terms of like what heroes are being played, but there's a whole facet of like planning that impacts positioning and matchups and map selection and so on. So if you spend a lot of time watching pro play, the game in rank can look very different. And that's not just because the macro of the game is different, which it isn't really. We'll talk about that in a little bit. It's because the type of compositions and the way that those compositions are played is often very different, right? So it's like ultimately the game is still the same from a macro perspective, controlling angles, controlling space, but that there's an entire facet of the macro gameplay that isn't at all utilized. So for me, let's start with what is good at a game. What is good at a game? What is good? What is bad? I mean, it's all relative, right? So if you look at like, what's the difference between, I get this question all the time. What's the difference between a bronze player and a silver player? What's the difference between a silver player and a gold player and a plat player? The reality is that for most players, it just depends. It's a little bit of everything. It could be their positioning, it could be their mechanics, it could be their cover usage, it could be their knowledge of the matchup, it could be the frames that they have on their monitor. It really depends on the player, right? It isn't so simple as like, oh, players are one specific thing and only one specific facet that kind of dictates them. Usually players are very multifaceted and it depends. And so the question of like, what is a good player and what is a bad player? The only metric that we have in Overwatch is rank. Like how many games can you win with the competition getting higher and higher and higher, right? So when we say what's a good player, let's pull it outside of the context. Guys, what does being good at public speaking actually mean? What does being a good teacher mean? What does being a good footballer mean? Or good at chess, right? When people say that, it's usually referring to relative to the average person, right? And we kind of draw random parameters. Like for me, I would say that a good guitar player would be somebody that is above average in skill, right? Maybe in the top 30, top 20 percentile, right? Somebody that would be equivalent to like Diamond in Overwatch, maybe, or a little bit higher. Who is somebody who's very strong, a very strong person, right? That means that I could pick 10 people at a shopping mall, and that person would probably be stronger than 9 out of 10, or maybe all of them, right? That's when we talk about what's good and what's bad, it's really just relative. It's inherently relative, right? Because whenever you would say that, oh, let me put it this way. Are you, as a plat player, good at Overwatch? Let's start with that. Right? Maybe. Like from the percentage breakdown, I'd say you're about average. Like I would say you're okay. Maybe if you're high plat.
Relative to the average person, I bet that a silver.
Well, that's my point, Brax.
Could beat the average person in the general population.
So a good Overwatch player is good, but even a bad Overwatch player is probably better than the average person. I mean, almost certainly better than the average person at picking up and playing Overwatch right now. Right? So the question is not whether you're a good Overwatch player or not. The question is, where are you at on the relative scale, and who gets to decide where the good line is and the bad line is? Oh, Cam, think of this up. Dream, think of this up. You see what I'm saying? So it's meaningless without that context. The problem that we have, though, with skills, and this is not unique to Overwatch, and I think part of the reason why people struggle to kind of dictate what's good and what's not, is that if we were to draw, let me actually draw a line. Let me pull up Microsoft Paint here. Again, I'm not really interested in the OC follow-up, right? Like we've moved on past that, right? Like we unless there's an interesting argument, I don't really care. The problem is that when you talk about like let's just say skill is here, and we'll say I don't know, like rank, okay, like all the way to pro. The problem is that the skill doesn't it doesn't do like this, okay, in Overwatch. It doesn't do like this, where like the difference between Masters and Grandmaster is not that big, or the difference between Grandmaster and Champion is all that big. It's not that at all. The way that Overwatch looks is it's either linear, or you could even argue that it's exponential to some extent. Maybe it doesn't quite look this stark. where this actually is a terrible graph. Let me try this again. Where you're going to see something like, frick, man, graph learning, and they don't teach you this, right? Like maybe that's a little better. Where the difference between like let's say this is, can you guys see this? This is Masters, and GM is like pretty large, like pretty darn large. And the way to quantify that, I think the best way to quantify that is for most people, to climb from Master to Grandmaster takes more effort than it does to climb from Diamond to Masters. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, in other words, you could climb to Diamond with an hour a day. To climb to Masters takes like an hour and a half or two. But to climb the Grandmaster for most heroes takes like a pretty big commitment of time. Not just in terms of daily, but like months. You know? Y equals X squared, exactly. And then we start to get to hilariously ridiculous curves. Like if you compare Tree, who we were just looking at, to like a GM or even low champ DPS player, like Tree's, the gap between Tree is the equivalent, just to arbitrarily say it, if it'll look like a diamond player versus a gold player. Like 2 whole tiers, even though it might only technically be 1. It gets hilarious. And we're just talking about mechanics here and movement and knowledge of the matchups. We're not even getting into the game knowledge in terms of like the professional planning side of things. We'll talk about that, why that has to be separate later on. We'll talk about why that's separate later on. Just the execution fundamentally, mechanically of their character is at least linear, if not exponential. So if you are like a Grandmaster player, you are insanely objectively good at Overwatch. You are so good at Overwatch that even the people that play the game regularly, you're better than like 98, 99% of them right there, right off the bat. Right off the bat. But out of the, random 10,000 people that in the world that are better at Overwatch than you, 9,000, whatever else, maybe it's more than that, I don't know, just 15,000, who cares? There are a couple hundred players in that group that would make you look absolutely stupid. Sensei, think this up. They would make you look so stupid, you would feel like I've not even scratched the surface of this game. Right. So the problem is then, are you bad? Because to me, this
look absolutely stupid
right
on a regular basis.
To me, the question of whether you're good versus bad is not a question of whether do you have moments when you look stupid. Because if the answer is yes, then literally freaking, what's his name? Magnus Carlsen makes some of the best chess players in the world occasionally look stupid. So are those players bad? No. The question of whether you're good or not is not a question of whether you look stupid or get destroyed sometimes. The question of whether you're good or not is just simply, to me, just a question of percentages of within the people that play the game. That's it. There's no other way of describing it. And there's a real danger with this mindset too, and the reason why I want to talk about it today is because I had this conversation, I think, earlier this week, where, like, ironically, the higher the rank the student working with Overwatch League players and something like that, a lot of their mentality actually starts to shift into a really toxic mentality the higher rank that they get, where that they become, everybody else just is getting worse. They're all just trash. They use monikers. There's very little like, oh, I'm great at the game, I'm accomplishing a lot. It is more along the lines of that everybody else just sucks. Everybody else just sucks. Because yeah, if you play the game for 5 or 6 hours a day and you play Jim Bodine McGee, who's out there one trick in Moira and plays after work for 3 hours every day, then yeah, you're going to destroy that sucker. And I think that the reason why that mentality is super toxic is not only is that like not very productive, and that's not like a good healthy mindset to be in, right? Like when you lose to somebody, you should recognize the fact that they put in a lot of work and effort, but it also just doesn't statistically make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like we don't get to change the rules that we use for the rest of our lives outside of gaming to just fit the Overwatch. Like why? Like I can't bench press 400 pounds, so therefore I'm weak. No, that doesn't make any sense. Within the but the powerlifting community, that's relatively weak, sure, but you're still stronger than 99% of people out there or more. So it doesn't make any sense to have that parameter for anything else in life, because that's not really an objective measure. And it also is not exactly a very constructive viewpoint within the game either. So be easier on yourself, compliment yourself. You're doing a great job, keep up the good work, but you are infinitely away from what is capable of this game. And we've even seen that. I mean, this curve just keeps going, right? Like, I think the level of mechanical play, at least, I don't know about the macro, but the level of mechanical play continues to improve over time. Continues to improve, especially now that first-person shooters and aim training is a lot more mainstream than it was for kids back in the day. So it's exponentially hard to get better once you hit GM, right? I don't know that exponential is the perfect term for it, but I would say that it definitely does get harder, more so than just simply add 30 minutes every single time you go up a rank in terms of playtime. And it also depends. There's a lot of context behind it. How many people will consider a tier 3 sports athlete good? Right. So let me give you guys an example here. Another context, flag football, something that I do a lot of. I've played versus and with many of the players that play for Team USA, who are currently the best flag football players in the world. Okay, some were so good that I don't know if any of you guys sports fans recently saw that they actually beat 2 NFL teams with, like, just insanely good at the sport. I've played like a lot of flag football like kind of my whole life, and so I've played pickup and I've played this and that and that. Those guys are just insane. Like, they're really, 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 really good. And playing versus those guys is a nightmare. I have played all the way down to like casual middle-aged dads throwing the ball around the backyard, all the way up to like the best players in the world at that little sport. Okay. And the amount of like what's considered athletic and very good at the game from that context all the way to the top level is just like night and day. Like, the average athletic dude that's like dunking on whether it's pickup basketball or flag football or like European football or whatever else, and then you play them versus somebody that's like doing that, is like just completely night and day, right? But the time commitment that those players put in compared to everybody else is also night and day. If it's exponential at GM, it's exponential at bronze. You just don't feel how steep the incline is when you're bronze. Yeah, of course. It doesn't change from being exponential in bronze to being exponential in GM. It's like what would be the best way to put it? It's like what is it's not exactly, it's very subtle increase. It's like a very, like if you invested $1 at the bank and you had a 0.5% interest or a 3% interest, right? Yeah. Long story short, every aspect of life with any high skill ceiling sport, any high skill ceiling game, any high skill ceiling profession, anything, the gap between being in the top 1% and the top 0.1% remains generally pretty vast, such that there can be a sense of elitism, but still from an objective viewpoint, being in the top 1% is still monumentally good at the task. That's the key thing here. And the other thing is that Masters is not that line. Masters is not that line. I mean, Masters is still a much larger player base than Grandmaster, and Grandmaster is still a much larger player base than Champion, and Champion is still a much larger player base than Champ 1, and so on. So, like, there isn't a line. Like, players in Bronze are doing strategical correct things and mechanical correct things occasionally. The frequency just slowly increases. There is no magical line where you have become good at the game. It really depends on where your line in the sand is. For me, I would have always felt like if you're in the top 20%, that's probably like, not only are you in the majority, but you're in the majority of the majority. Like, I think anything from 20% on has been arbitrarily my line. But I think most people would probably draw that line anywhere from around high plat all the way up until GM. I think that probably somewhere in that you can consider yourself good in the game, but that's up to you. That to me is where it's like there is an objective line where you should be considered good at the game, but I'm not going to be the one that says it. But if you're like, oh, you're good at the game in plat, I just think that that's objectively not descriptive of what the English word good means. And if you think, oh, you're not good until you reach champion, again, I think semantically you're just incorrect. I just think that you're semantically incorrect. You're redefining what the word good means outside. So when people start to kind of use these like really outlier discussions, then they've just officially broken what the word good means, and they've decided to interpret their own. Again, I ran into this also in MMOs. I did a lot of MMO rating stuff and PvP stuff, and the amount of gatekeeping that would happen from like the top 1% where everybody else was trash, it was hyperbolic nonsense. It was like, of course they're good. Like, they're good. They're just not as good as you are. And a lot of that's also used as fuel for drama too. Yeah, are you ugly if you're not a model? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now, one other thing I will talk about, and this is why there's a lot more bias about pro play compared to ranked. Like, oh, GM players suck compared to pro players. Okay, there is one thing that I want to talk about. There's one thing I want to talk about that is like almost impossible to replicate in the ranked environment. But the reason why I've kind of divorced it from this discussion is because it's almost impossible to actually get good at in ranked. It's not like, oh, you're just not good enough to do this in ranked. It's like even the pro players don't really do this in ranked as much. And for those of you guys probably can guess what this is, it's just math. It's like a planning. It's just planning. So if you want to say like the difference between pro play and ranked play, it's the mechanical cooldowns, the matchups, the knowledge, the positioning. A lot of that's relatively the same. But like the plan aspects, and what I mean by that, I mean like, you know, ult tracking. Let's use this ult. Let's use that ult. Let's disengage. Let's engage. A lot of the push pull. Not even just the push pull. Just like the communication, that team play. That just doesn't happen in ranked. Doesn't matter how good you are. So if you're looking at like only pro players and you compare it to ranked, you could literally have the same pro players. Literally just the exact 10 players, but put them in ranked, and they're going to be playing slightly different heroes, and then not all of them are going to be in voice, and they're just going to be chatting and chilling, and like, you'll be like, oh, these players suck, but it's exact same players. So the level of execution of the game is lower, but it's the format, not the individuals themselves. Right? Because it's not that ult tracking isn't good in ranked. It's not that you can't plan in ranked. It's just a lot harder because the communication aspect is a lot weaker. So if your expectation of good gameplay is strictly around the team play aspect, then ranked will always disappoint you. And if you want to be almost objective about it, right? Actually, if you compared diamond players that scrimmage together to a Grandmaster ranked lobby, the diamond players would have better planning than the Grandmaster players in ranked. So that's a whole nother can of worms. It's just because it's a different format. It's because it's a different point. People are communicating, people are scrimmaging, people are ult tracking. Heck, I've worked with high school teams in Plat that have better planning than most champion ranked games. Yeah, the GM players will win. Absolutely. Because they're just going to win through mechanics and positional knowledge and matchup knowledge. But in terms of the execution of how the game should be played, the Plat players from that planning side or communication side would do better. But that's, again, not a miracle. That's not a surprise. It's just the format that they're in. They've played with each other, they communicate with each other, they've all talked to each other, and so on. And what I'm saying is that if you look at things only from a pro player perspective, and then you go watch like Emong or ML7 playing, you're like, yeah, these guys aren't ult track. I mean, well, duh. Nobody does that, right? Nobody knows how to do that. And the best example of this is that how you can have ranked goofballs, people that are actually pretty good at ranked, but just basically only play ranked, go into scrims, and there's that learning curve of like getting used to it, but oftentimes they pick it up pretty fast. You know, you put ML7 into a scrimmage environment for a few weeks, and he would do pretty well. He would do fine. We saw this with PGE, Chasm, all these ranked players, even Zebra, right? Like these guys have the mechanics to do it. They know the game. They just don't know the communication side of things. But once you give them reps at that, yeah, they'll figure it out. Yeah, all pro players used to be ranked players, right? Right. So for my TLDR is that being good at the game is an objective viewpoint based off of where you fall on that percentage breakdown. And where you interpret that to be is subjective, but I think that that's clearly the way to look at it. Because otherwise that doesn't, it bends the English language, and then also it's not something that it's applicable in real life either, right? However, the gap becomes exponential the higher and higher you go, and so that there is a massive gap between champ and GM and masters and so on. And so there is always somebody that is not only better than you but significantly better than you up until the professional level. And even within the professional level, there's still significant gaps. Right? I mean, think about it this way, guys. Pick the top 10 hit scans in the world right now. There's a big gap between number 10 and number 1, which is crazy. The top 10 players in the world, and there's a massive gap. Right? That's insane. Finally, the difference between pro players and ranked can exacerbate this opinion that ranked players don't know what they're doing, that master players don't know what they're doing, because master players are not given that framework of communication and planning, and even a diamond, platinum, gold player can do okay given that framework and given enough time. Why are those gaps so big, though? Because the level of dedication is really big. The level of dedication is really big. Like, you have to be kind of weird to play the game as much as some of these pro players do. Or you have to really love the game to play the game as much as these pro players do. So we talk about like why and how are these outliers. It's usually a lot of variables. Like even I would say I'm an outlier, right? I'm not a playing outlier, but what I do for content and my understanding of the game and my ability to coach, that's kind of weird, right? And there are a lot of weird coincidences. I mean, we've had this conversation before about talent where you can go, yeah, that was kind of weird. And that's why you're doing what you're doing right now. But like, there's like 7 or 8 different weird life circumstances or life skills that I've developed that set me up to do what I'm able to do. And most people probably didn't have those opportunities. You know? So Kevster's freaking weird, dude. Guy's played ranked, so much ranked, with high effort. He's a notoriously consistent player, even in ranked, for years. Like 8 years. Not like 5 years, like 8 years. You know? You ever watch Hottie play? I mean, and sometimes that guy puts on a pretty good game for hours. And he was like that back in scrims too. The guy would sweat like crazy for 4 hours, basically every single scrim. Hottie almost never took a map off. Not literally, but you know the players. Some players just wouldn't give it up. He's a freak. And so his brain is just trained to do that. You know? So that doesn't mean that they had all of, like, a lot of that is learned, and most of that is learned and trained. Almost all of that is learned and trained. But they had that, like, that grain of sand that turned into a pearl, you know? For me, it was my growing up in the educational space with my parents, and then the living situation where I was able to work 2 jobs, and the other job I worked was very low stress, which allowed me to put more mental effort into Overwatch. So I was very fortunate with that. Most people don't have that. That was my sand. And I also love asymmetry games. But anyway, that's my take. Interesting discussion. Questions? Asymmetry games? As in, I like non-mirror matchups. I like games where I have to play to my strengths and you have to play to yours, which is why I played a lot of shooters before at like friends' houses, but I never liked them. I thought they were just too boring. I remember the most fun I had with shooters was playing Halo random weapon 1v1s versus my brother-in-law. And because I liked the amount of variety that Halo weapons had. Like, all the weapons felt like viscerally different. Do you think the difference between top 1 and 0.1 are mostly factors in one's control? Like, generally speaking, could anyone in the top 1% could reach level if they put in more time? Depends. 50-50. A lot of the genetic and a lot of, like, the talent argument oftentimes just boils down to personality differences or differences in opportunity. For example, if you in your current life do not have the time to play Overwatch 4 to 5 hours a day, or you don't enjoy playing Overwatch with full effort 4 to 5 hours a day, is that opportunity or is that talent? Is the first one opportunity? Is the second one talent? Is being weird the talent? Is your taste being different than the typical gamer talent? That's the really hard thing. That's the really hard thing. It's not really a good answer to that. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is that you do have to play 4 to 5 hours a day. There's no shortcut there to get to that level. And the other reality is that like you also have to enjoy that. It doesn't have to mean you have to love every single second of it, but you're not going to be able to get there if you don't find that. Being autistic is a talent. I'm so hyperfixated, I'll climb the ladder right now. I mean, hyperfixation definitely helps in some ways. It doesn't necessarily make you a more well-rounded person, but it can definitely help you develop a skill, yes. How big of a gap do you think there's between console and PC? Depends. What do you think about the elitism in OC's comment, like as a whole in the community? I don't think it was intended to be elitist. I think it was more along the lines of to provoke conversation. If you interpret it that way, I understand, but as somebody that has spoken with OC many times, I don't think that was the intent at all. And if it was, then I don't know. I don't think that was the intent. It was a good discussion. Yeah, of course, BNet. To me, when people talk about talent within like the sports context, it's way easier to say like, oh, well, they're just taller than me or faster or whatever else. But like the more that you start to like study it, the more you start to realize that a lot of like talent is just opportunity or tendencies for things. And it doesn't necessarily make it so that everybody can do this. I mean, that's partly true, but like, man, do you really want to commit that? Do you really want to do that? Her ability to describe talent as to tolerate failure in a specific thing for extended period of times. Yeah, that's not a bad definition, right? Because there is going to be that adversity basically no matter what you do. So, yeah. Yeah. But it's also important to remember as well that like this is our coping for those in chat, right? Is that like I've said this before with as much respect as I possibly can. The best of the best have like major like life weaknesses, right? Who is the is it like the Yaki joke on Uncoachable, right? If you're a freak at the game, you're probably got some major knowledge gaps or personality shortcomings or social skills or just even skills outside of Overwatch, period. You're a one trick, like quite oftentimes. Not all of them are, but yeah, they're just specialists. So like it's fun to watch them pop off, but you don't really want to be them. You know? Not all of them, but a lot of them. And this is why there's like a real age thing with professional players, because oftentimes they get to the point where they want to lift weights and have a girlfriend and meet people and spend time with their family and try new things. And then once they start to do that, they're like, oh wow, life is way more complicated and interesting. And then, you know, they move on. So I think reality-wise is that you can absolutely be exceptional in one thing in life, but I don't think you can really be exceptional in two things in life without having major downsides. I'm just drawing that line arbitrarily in the sand. I don't know if that's actually true, but I've always felt like it's really difficult to be, by exceptional, I mean top 0.1% of something, and to do that multiple times. And if you do, you probably have to make some sacrifices. Right. I mean, I'm always struggling with that with my life, right? Like I want to do this, but I want to do that. I want to do this, and I want to do that. And I think you could be good at a lot of things. I know people out there that they just have this tendency to they always apply themselves to whatever they do, and they're like top 2-3%, top 1%, whatever, at like a dozen, 20 things. You know, like it doesn't matter what it is, right? And maybe there's similar things, but to be really, really exceptional, that's where it starts to get difficult. So, unless your spouse is exceptional at everything, right? Exactly. Cosmic, thank you for the sub. I mean, that's always been my first answer when people are like, "Why aren't you Grandmaster in All Heroes?" It's like, I don't have the time or interest in being Grandmaster in All Heroes. Right? To do so would massively compromise my ability to coach and my ability to do everything else that I do as well. Gameplay critiques, discussion pieces, whatever else. I always like Psycho for that. Seems like a balanced guy. Always talks about going to the gym and friendship and still got shit. Yeah.
Also, there are some people who might be exceptional at multiple things except they aren't really. They're exceptional at one thing they can apply.
Right. Exactly, Brax. It's like within like, okay, if you're an exceptional athlete, you're probably good at a lot of different sports. And by an exceptional athlete, I would generally classify that as speed and hand-eye coordination. Those are like generally the two universal traits. Speed and hand-eye coordination. Or problem solving. You know. El Sadiq, yes, the boxer lady. The video of the therapist and the boxer lady. That's great. I'm glad it was helpful. Yes. Here's some papers are coming out that hand-eye coordination is overrated. I would agree with that. Yeah, maybe hand-eye coordination isn't exactly what I'm saying, but the ability to track an object with your eyes potentially. I'm not really sure exactly what, but that would be my. People think that rank equals coaching ability are very close-minded. Well, I've never really criticized people who think rank equals coaching ability as an entrance. I think that that's basically the only metric that you have if you don't know who the person is. I've never been offended by that. But anybody who's been aware of your work for some time and you have a pedigree, not a pedigree, what's the term? Like a resume, then that's when that person is just a little bit stupid. Tracking IRL, no shot. Yeah. Important skill. Very important skill. The ability to track a moving object with your eye and to maintain eye. That's actually something that I struggle with a little bit. I'm very fast, but hand-eye coordination, like the ability to consistently keep my eyes on targets, is something that I do struggle to do a little bit under pressure. And if you've noticed, that sometimes is actually kind of a big problem with me in Overwatch. Right? So... yeah, I mean, you guys... so, yeah. It's not necessarily a vision problem. Like there's something wrong with my eyes. My vision's okay, but it's a difficult skill to track. You guys ever seen a cat track a fly? It's insane. They don't lose that thing, man. It's an incredible skill. That's why, okay, you guys ready for this one? I have had this theory for some time that's why console players transitioning to PC do so well, because Overwatch is more about tracking things with your eyes and less about how your arm moves. I think that you can translate eye tracking to multiple different skills. Thumbs, feet, hands, anything. But the ability to track a moving target consistently is something that a console player learns at the same time that a PC does, which is why all the console players that I have learned, coach that have transitioned to PC, have had mechanical improvement drastically improve compared to the average first-time Overwatch player. Like, if you transition from console to PC, almost all the time, your ability to learn and adjust to PC mechanics is infinitely faster. Infinitely faster than somebody who's never played a shooter before. I don't have proof of that outside of a lot of anecdotal evidence, but it's a lot of anecdotal evidence. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be instantly the same rank or your mechanics are going to be great, but it's never as bad as starting from scratch. Yeah, you still have to put in the work. Yeah, you still have to put in the work, but... could it be moved that they know how the players generally move and that's why they can track? Sure. But again, that is part of it. That still doesn't tell you how to move your hand with it, right? It's still, I'm recognizing the movement patterns with my eyes. You kind of see what I'm saying? I'm saying that it's still ocularly doing a lot of the deadlifting. I have a theory. This might be a little bit harder because of some physiological disadvantages. I bet we could take a player that is left-handed or right-handed, swap the PC setup, and give them a week, and you'd be surprised at how well they do in a week. Because I want you guys to picture that right now. Imagine you swapped your mouse and keyboard right now. You would play. You couldn't aim. You would be incapable of aiming. You'd be incapable of aiming, but you would adjust. You would adjust. I bet you could do it. I bet you could do it. A week is very long. Well, I mean, again, but we're saying comparing that to starting from scratch.
You want me to test that? I've got free
I mean,
time coming up.
Frax, buddy, you do whatever you like, mate. You do whatever you like. Whatever works for you. Have you seen the console system on your website? I have not, no. But anyway, that's all. Controlling the keyboard is 10 times harder? Test it right now. Frick off. No way. Frick off. We've got Pugs here in a second. Became 80% of my right hand skill in 2 weeks. Interesting. Unranked to GM left-handed. That would be insane. Frick, I'll try it real fast. I'll try it for just a few minutes. I don't even have the space for it, but let's just do this. Let's try it. I'm curious what it will feel like. I don't even know how you do it with your keyboard, right? Like, how does that even work? Because it's like, I think all WSD keyboards, maybe there's like, is there a left-handed keyboard that has it pivoted? I'm sure somebody's thought of that, right? Is my mouse ambidextrous? Oh gosh, I didn't think about that. No. I mean, I could probably re-keybind it, but I don't know that I want to, because I'm doing this for like a whopping 30 seconds. You'd want a small keyboard? Right. Move that. There's all this crap I gotta move out of the way. I'm just gonna move it over a little bit. Oh my gosh. There's no way, man. Okay, this is okay, I need to move this here.
I will not leave a broken world behind.
I can't. Oh no! I'm trying to go down. Okay, we're just gonna move around the map. We're gonna move around the map. It's actually way harder with a low sensitivity because picking up the mouse and repositioning it is like a normal part of my thing, but it's an additional step mentally. No, stop. Nothing changed. I can't even jump because of the stupid keyboard. Gosh. Yeah, you're right. A lot of it is movement.
What's one more kill? I've got you.
Okay, now I gotta know. Can I get a single kill? Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it?
burdens alone.
Every soldier needs a cause.
What is this?
My heart will never burn out. Looking toasty.
15 kills to
The
win.
fire in my heart will never burn out.
I'll light my own path.
Oh no.
Come on.
No, Kata! Kata!
They're attacking me.
No, 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 no. Stop, stop, stop! I can't look up! No! Okay, I'm trying to get the rhythm there. I'm trying to aim with my movement here.
It's time to set
Oh no, Tracer! Dude, I can't even.
Enemy needs 4 kills to win.
back we go.
No! This.
Another day, another battlefield.
Enemy needs 1 kill.
The tracking is not as bad as I thought it would be. But it is, the keyboard, as you guys said, it's really hard.
Play of the game.
When can you say somebody understands the game? No rank.
Control center.
I know plat players have a better game understanding than pro player. Not very many plat players, but maybe like 7, but they're out there. No, forward. Winner, winner.
Out of my way!
No, press the button, press the button. Get him. Get him.
Group up here! Why, yeah, come on, me!
We shine together.
Like you mean coaches? Sure. Does it matter though? Does it matter coaches or not coaches? You study the game, you know the game. You know what I'm saying?
Another day, another battlefield.
No, the correlation between high rank and understanding is obviously positive. Very positive, but yeah. Okay.
No other healers. You will group up with me.
I always deliver.
Okay, we're trying. Guys, I just want to kill. I just want to kill. I want to kill.
Taking flight. I am always ready
No.
to learn. Repositioning.
Honor is all I have left. Hello.
Rick!
I aim to devastate.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna get this, guys. We're gonna get this.
Adaptive
Wait, I can do this.
circuits
It's just
engaged.
aiming. It's just aiming. It's just aiming.
Sierra.
Okay, no, no, no. Forward, forward, forward.
I'll light my own path.
Come on. I'm telling you, the tracking kit is like, could be worse. No, 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 no. Forward. No.
They're targeting me.
It's weird. It's actually the aiming up is actually kind of hard while you're also doing this.
Not leave a broken
Ah, sorry. I'm on my main. I'm on my main. I got this. Can I hit a sleep dart? I'm gonna actually do nothing but focus on hitting the sleep dart here.
Come to my help me.
I lost my keyboard.
Always climb, never fall. Always climb,
I got
never
one.
fall.
Kind of.
Cheers, love. It's time to save the world.
Oh man. All right, I'm gonna lock in here. I'm gonna lock in.
All right.
This is not good.
Into the iris.
Let's go back again. Need help over here.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this. Oh man. Scream. Holy mackerel. Now I'm like second guessing. Dude, hang on. Did I just screw up my aim forever now? Like now I'm gonna come back and be like, I don't know how to play the video game anymore. Frick, man. Now I'm like, oh, the brain is all weird now. Oh no. All right. What? No, that's fine. Take your time. I'm getting it set up anyway. Take your time. Thank you. Anyway, yeah. That was an interesting experience. I'm gonna start inviting people for the Pugs. I'll update stream title in a sec. Actually, I'll update stream channel now. Pugs with the gang! Exclamation mark. Do I do console reviews or PC only? I do both. Should I just start Ninja? Actually, no, it's fine. The lobby is friends, so you guys can just find it and join. I think I'm friends
You
with
had us
everybody.
all in a lobby.
Oh, you unadded me. What the hell?
Wait, who?
Hold on.
Yeah, it's Bello.
My Wayfarer is no longer on.
That's that
What? I swear I just saw you online. Yeah, you're online.
I can't search for you. Therefore, you unadded me.
He's offline. That's
Frick off.
why.
Ah!
He's offline. That's why.
Dude, I dead serious can't find you, bro. Look at my screen.
Wait a minute, I can't find it, Spylo.
Wait, why?
Spylo's not-
I'm online.
He doesn't exist.
What about now?
Spylo's been offline for 2 months.
Hang on.
I'm just clicking. Dude, the offline and online is so freaking broken, man.
Just
Like,
do /join.
well, no, but it's kind of annoying that this is still a problem.
If you just do /join,
No, just look for
you'll join.
Just
No,
look for
he didn't appear. He even didn't.
Spylo's not even on my /join.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
No, you just type it in and then press enter. Don't wait for it to.
Okay.
But you have to like do his numbers, right?
What about now?
No, just type Spylo and press enter.
It
fuzzy matches, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's so weird, dude.
Custom
Honestly,
games are currently
Like a
unavailable.
fuzzy block.
dude, I swear, honestly,
It's currently unavailable. Not fuzzy match. That's a regex.
dude, honestly, all the credit we give for Overwatch for being super polished goes completely down the crapper when it comes to custom games and being online social stuff. They have had issues with this for 10 years, and it's still
Custom
bad.
games and workshop. Most
So
neglected area of the
bad.
game.
So bad.
And it's
Except
probably
for that
the
one
area
time
of
whenever
potential.
the Zarya, there was like this dev that like said that it was her fault that the Zarya could shoot through like every asset, and she like made a TikTok about it.
Yeah. it's
Remember
just
back
so
in the day when they said this game was esports ready?
Oh yeah, frick off, man. Dude, setting up custom games has been like an absolute scourge since 2017, man. It's just
It's pro meta.
I haven't scrimmed in a while, but I'm pretty sure the scrim code is still super laggy.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
you do
funny
get
when you're
like
watching
off
it,
of
You're
not when
watching
you're
it for like
experiencing
3
it.
weeks
Yeah.
straight.
Because that's what you want out of your esports is kind of funny.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's fun when like Violet drops Shu into the water.
okay. So Ice is going to be
Honestly,
running a little
how
late,
fun is it?
and Pepper's running
Yeah,
a little late as
getting
well.
pizza.
So this is actually, if you're here for Pepper Pugs, you are not welcome. We don't like you. We don't want you here. But we will put you in game, and we will play normally if you're down until Ice gets here, and I imagine we'll probably run up 2 lobbies at some point. So,
Should do
You should run one.
well, that's what I'm
Team
gonna do.
Spylo
Yeah, I'm
versus
gonna
Team
run one.
Pepper.
What we'll
Yeah.
probably do is do Team Smart versus the Poo Poo Head team.
What about Team Good? Because
no, Team Masters supports versus
I don't think that exists.
good players.
Oh, frick. It won't let me do Poo Poo Head. Poo Poo Head. It won't let me type out poo. Poo. But I can type poo. I can't type poop. It literally will not let me type poop. It'll say poo, but not poop. Poop. There. Frick off, dude.
What
Frick
about
off, dude.
POOH
You can type actual
Poo Bear?
racial slurs, but you can't say poop. Thank you, Overwatch team. Once again, exceptional job. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, man.
What about like Pooh Bear? Like Pooh, like POOH.
Yeah, see, that's fine.
Do you have anyone in mind to rate it?
That works. We need a Pooh.
Okay.
Banned for avoiding the filter.
Okay, this is guys. It's a little childish. Can we grow up? Okay. 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 So I'm gonna do what I normally do and just like throw random people in there, and then we'll just do like an eyeball check, and if it's imbalanced, we'll swap it next game. So okay. Spylo, W, Kata, Eridu, Ria. This is not fair.
I think it is. This one is at least from an eyeball. Yeah, that's.
I'm just gonna start randomly.
Oh, thank goodness.
This might be okay. Who's not happy with their role?
Me.
Who's me?
Who's me?
Noblin.
Oh, you're not in. Frick off.
Yeah, I know.
Freak off. Pardon.
My role is none.
Wait, is everyone fine? Really?
I'm pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we roll. We make sure here. I think you should be like okay to play like decent heroes here, but this is the biggest feedback I have. Okay, if you feel like something feels off, you know, and Spyro's a little dense and old with the matchmaker, just self nerf. Like it's really, and by self nerf I don't mean try it less hard. Just swap to a hero that you're not as good at, or vice versa. If you get curb stomp, swap to a better hero, and then we'll fix it if it's
I'm
not.
good on
so
all heroes though.
All right, team poop.
I enjoy winning
Team
so much.
poop, go down. Dude, the custom game won't let me type the word poop. Yeah.
You should bring this up with Gavin.
Select your
Yeah, I need to bring
Can
this
type
up with Gavin.
silence.
Silence, team poop. What about zeros instead of O? Oh yeah, true. I should have tried that. No roll lock. That doesn't need to be roll lock. I don't think that needs to be roll lock. If I
You know,
yeah,
roll
see,
lock,
yeah, there's no
it'll probably
there's
be
no roll lock. There's no. That's fine.
Fine.
A better world is possible today.
I like this place. It's contemplative.
The whitest Winston is locked in. If you gift 2 subs, you get a Winston badge. Oh wow, well, look at that. Super clever creative. I could not debase myself to putting that in my stream title. I'll have you guys know.
I think it's just 1 sub and you can sub already gift 1. You don't have to
Yeah.
You gift one sub, you
Oh
get
yeah,
it.
you're gonna be in the background now. Yeah,
Take action.
Quick, don't distract me. I'm locking in. I gotta beat Team Poop.
Oh, okay.
I have made a terrible mistake.
Oh, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck's happening? Oh man, am I having input lag as well thanks to the latency spikes?
Why did my
I
Winston
guess
just
I
run
got
down?
input lag, that's
I got to the corner
yeah.
first,
Oh my
and then they
fucking
committed bubble, and then I bubbled poorly,
Right.
and so I got
This
poked.
is annoying.
Right, but you got to the corner without even knowing what they're playing.
Doesn't matter. It's a Winston mirror. I'm fine.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's a Winston mirror. It's fine.
I need to be really careful because I'm. Oh
You're
my
good.
god, I'm having semi-input lag thanks to this.
Oh Jesus.
We're good tracer. We're good tracer. We're good tracer.
There we go.
You had no warm-up on.
Hey, there's a Kiriko that was just kind of walking behind.
They're in bubble. Okay. Look there. Oh.
Winston dead. Winston is dead. Oh no! Frick. Good try. Just reset. Just reset.
Oh my
We got
god,
point.
oh god. I see it. I don't see it anymore.
Is still progress.
What? Why am I having this much input lag?
I think there was an update of something, and you probably had shader compilation. Is your FPS okay?
High bubble advantage.
My FPS is okay. Although I have.
Okay, I one-clipped him, but he stuck me.
Just LOSing. Okay.
Get behind us.
Okay. No boop. I'm gonna go with primal.
I know it's
It's my latest.
I didn't have to reload, I would have refixed him, I think.
It's really unfair.
Does he have primal, do you know? I don't have recall. No, so bad.
I'm dead. Frick. I moved into it. It's this last boop. My bad. Oh, we didn't.
99! I had to kill Kiri!
Trying.
Kill her, man.
Try.
Oh my god.
You need more comp. It's fine. Never mind. You jumped away from my Suzu
My
twice.
primal was fine. I got one.
Huh? I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying you jumped out of my thing twice because you don't have confidence in me. Okay? If you just stay put on the point, I would have.
Oh. Well, I'm not gonna hold there. I'm not. It's not a lack of trust. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Should take Zenyatta. It's the slowest.
Nah.
I don't give a frick.
No jump on them.
Kiriko.
Okay.
Kiriko to this.
Which one? I have Lucio and Trace from point.
Someone tap that.
Help.
Tracer half, no blinks. I got point away.
Good calls.
Going top. You're gonna have Surge no side. Wait, Kiri falls that? Yeah, Kiri falls that. Kiri, no, Suzu. What is she doing?
This is one.
I got him.
Alright, I'm disengaging. I swap back mouse and keyboard. Yeah. I think they're going main here. I don't see anybody top yet.
Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready.
Oh shit!
Oh no! I got you. Come! Why are you jumping off, man?
Oh,
Stop pressing space. I got you again.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Holy
Sam.
shit.
Dude.
Jesus.
Oh no, I moved him up.
Oh my gosh, my team!
I didn't know I had to click my tracer.
I
had to click my tracer.
I couldn't blink.
Are you kidding me?
Oh no, I chose the wrong perk. Shoot.
To see that report, dude, that's so weird.
I have primal to stall. Trolling. This is the whitest Winston I've ever seen. Number one.
No, I have. Oh my god. My friend, why I did.
Yo, chill out, dude.
Terrible. How does she never have PP?
There was no range to that thing.
No, she always PT through the Winston.
Pressure above me.
You're above. Yeah, I'm trying my best to...
Yeah, my bad. I forgot that we were down a few.
Alright, go on an angle.
It's so sick.
Oh, I see it coming. That's not... Okay, good luck, I guess.
I'm pushing point.
Yeah.
That's look. That's how every single departure from spawn has gone for me this entire game. So I'm okay with it.
You're dead. I'm coming to you. I'm trying. Oh,
I should have left sooner. That's my bad. You guys are still up too. Just focus Winston.
Oh come on, I was away from the
or anybody actually.
No, really.
We might need to chill now. We need to disengage. We lost that one. We need to get out. Gonna go.
Yep.
Fish is top here.
Monkey.
Yeah, monkey's feeding. Nice.
Monkey up.
Go character.
Yeah, Tracer behind. Low.
Yep.
No recall.
I'm progressing the point.
They for sure have beats.
Yeah, his health. Get hacked, health fucked up.
I've got... What the heck? I got hacked on my jump and just made no momentum. We need a touch. I'll have primal. My GG's. Good try.
GG. I definitely need a warm up. I mean, I got some kills, but yeah.
I think there's still a pretty big gap in like the lobby SR, but I don't think that was unfair. I think that like that it was very close all the way through. I think it was pretty close.
I was also having a lot of latency.
You know, I had to kill her, man.
What is this gun sound?
It's awful. It's the bean
gun.
gun. It's the bean gun.
It's the bean gun.
It's the worst guns ever made.
Why is the gun full of beans?
It's awful.
I don't care. I'm gonna rage bait all over.
I chose the wrong perk too. That was tragic.
Which perks did you take?
I chose the chain lightning on accident. I didn't mean to choose it. I just. I mean, it's not even close there. But okay, I'm gonna run it back on a different map. I don't want to do Koth. I want to do something different than Koth because that might be a little bit too cringe. Let's do something like Blizzard World. Rhea, let's run it back. Let's run it back.
Holy shit.
Sure.
You said too
Do you have anyone in my mind?
When Iced is here, he'll snag you guys and we'll do another lobby. But for
I don't
now.
know if she cares, Philo, but Pepper's stuck on red team spec.
Oh, okay. I don't really care.
Yeah, she can watch the good team.
Yeah, she can watch me. It's fine.
No. I'm pretty clear that the title says Poo Paris, so that implies you guys are bad.
Man, imagine losing to
But we won.
Team Pudo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you guys
In your
gotta
own
prove it.
lobby, even.
Hey, look, I don't bias things in my favor. That's the only thing here. I
To be fair,
I
to be
chose the
fair, he
wrong
had a
perk.
support who was
Yeah. I was lagging my support. I chose the wrong perk. You know.
Spoiler, winners don't make excuses.
That's true.
That's
true.
True.
Oh, it's so weird having you right next to me.
I don't know. I make excuses, and
I own the fact that I am a loser, so I make excuses. So I am allowed to make excuses.
Fruition comes from within. As does failure.
Wait, who's dodging a Nodlin mirror? Me? I didn't hear what you. I didn't see if you said anything. I will dodge a Nodlin mirror. I'll play a take mirror with you, dude. You'll diff me, but I'll do it. I'm not gonna lie, Garish. I thought you said I'm in Pugs and Spit. And I was like, what does that even mean? Well, we miss you, Garish. Guys, look at our Eridu. Sombra's going the right path. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Nah, freaking stole the Mega from me. Mask mirror, you body blocked me. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
I'm rotating. Right.
The objective is being captured. Let's take it back.
Excuse me for dropping him.
Come on out, Eridu. Come on out, Eridu. This guy's going for the 0-0 challenge.
Homecoming them again. Okay. Just need to make elements and not die first. That's the progress.
Correct. Fine.
I get nothing there. Where's Arido, man? And I wonder where's my orb?
No, he's getting damage. He's getting damage. He got his kill. He got his one. He got his one. He got his one. There it is. We got it. We got it.
I had to do 350 damage to that guy to kill him. That's crazy. 350 damage to kill him.
We're still here.
Wait, am I lagging?
Good number.
Oh, now they're all respawning. What the hell? Another one.
They would kill them.
Wait, I'm rotating with this one.
Where's Suzu? Is there Winston still behind us, or am I crazy? I'm crazy. Might need to bail here.
Nah, I'm...
Hey! Hey!
Your bubble blocked.
There's another monkey behind us.
Okay, I don't know. I guess he's out to rotate, so.
Monkeys? Nice, guys. Nice, guys. I'm bouncing off the wall. There you go. Nice, team. Good job, team. Here's Sombra. I don't know where Sombra is.
Omega.
He's dead.
Someone's dead.
Okay. Now he's dead again.
I think they're going coast.
Lucio and
They're going coast.
Freya here.
Yeah. Oh, I'm trolling.
I have none. No. It's you. You need it.
Nice nade. Yeah, honestly, Odu, I should have done something, sorry.
I only died
One.
But focus Sombra, focus. Oh, missed.
Upset. No. I'm rotating top. Hold on, I'm rotating top.
I'm disengaging, don't worry. No, I force bubble though, it's fine.
I kind of meant it in a different way, but yeah.
Okay.
Winston.
This is one of
Okay,
them.
you won.
Just a cage. That's a support ult, one for one.
Does the self-heal on Nano... Sorry, on self-heal on Zen's ult count as healing? Like,
Self-healing on Zen's orbs?
Yeah, if I'm like 1 HP and I press Q, I heal full, right? Does that count as healing?
I have no idea.
Okay, well I'm not gonna press it.
You're blocked by bubble and I need to reload.
No TP, Kiri. Winston,
yeah.
Winston.
Yeah.
Please, Winston. Oh my god, he's one. Where are we? Oh no, unlucky.
Nice.
Winston dead.
Nice. No, we have a second healer, guys. I got my bubble.
Thank you.
Can somebody touch? Can somebody touch?
I'm trying.
Ah, man. We need to stop C9ing, man.
I mean, I'm trying.
It's the classics.
Press
It's
harder.
special. What do you want from them?
Oh,
that was also a Spyro special right there.
What do you mean? I'm behind them. Look at this. I'm about to get a kill. Boom! I missed.
That's also a Spyro special. They're chasing you, W.
I'm good.
What? No cleanse.
No cleanse, he says.
Now,
no
do
cleanse.
I take?
No
do I take dual harmony? What do you think?
Yeah, definitely choose dual harmony. That's definitely the play.
Can use beat? Just live.
Oh wait.
You can die maybe.
Oh gosh. I was so EMP.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh my god, I
Kinda
nearly
drunk
instinctively
driving a
just
little bit.
killed someone. Ooh.
Okay, man.
That could have been close. Hold on.
Oh man.
Force primal at least here. Or cleanse. That too. The other ultimate.
Rotating to the
I kind of trolled that one, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I trolled that one. We just have to disengage. My bad.
You trying to push him back in? Or...
No. I thought I could get a kill and I just trolled.
Shoot! So suddenly.
Okay, one.
Well,
Okay.
they are behind the corner.
That's fine, it's fine. Bubble, run. Winston jumping top.
I was just with him.
Wait, the Lucius trolling.
Winston.
Winston sleeping.
Last year.
Rotate. Alright.
Hey, Freya.
Stay up top. Yeah,
I only had healing.
That's fine. I thought that we were up more than that. They are gonna push their advantage here. We need to be careful.
Monkey 1, back right.
Okay.
Super low.
Nice kill.
Carry one.
Where's Sombra out? Well, Winston diving. Oh, frick.
Need to live.
I might need a nano. Here go one. Okay. I'll have heal bubble 1 point in a second here.
Luan. Oh my god.
That's fine. Just chill. Just focus Lucio.
Oh, my pulse is so far.
I have primal here. Look at Lucio. I get Winston.
He
Look at
does too.
Lucio.
Don't catch. Guarantee, no? Or...
I don't think so, but she's close. She's definitely close. Nice. That's
9.
It's their turn now. Okay.
Nice. 4.5 players. Or I guess 4
3K
points.
healing. I feel like that's a lot, even with
Bubble and
your
jump. Bubble and jump.
I feel like it's just a lot anyway. That's the crazy.
No. I mean, it was the entire defensive escort there, so it's like I don't know. Maybe there's somebody in my bubble. I don't know. It does feel like a lot.
Like before the initiator, it was good to have like 1.5k per turn. It was decent. It was very good.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the other DPS character I can play that doesn't self-heal?
That doesn't self-heal?
Does Weing definitely counts for myself?
Weing will heal himself with wave because you're gonna want to use that.
Does Alari dash heal yourself?
Yeah, it would.
Does not use the healing pile. That's all.
No, when I jump, it will count as healing.
You just do carry and TP. And...
I mean, Ana would be.
You mean the?
Yeah.
I think Zen's
No, but that's her. I thought that was her support passive that just gets activated. Right?
Oh, I just noticed what you're doing.
The support passive.
What's up recently?
The
How are you,
survivor
mate?
support passive does like it adds to your stats, right? Doesn't?
That's. I didn't know that. I thought that was just.
I'd assume it does.
Faster. I thought that was just faster support. Activation of the support passive, and that passive doesn't count to self-heal from what I remember.
Oh. Well, I mean, oh, okay.
If it's support passive that's getting added, then it might not get counted. It might not.
Nobody behind that I can see. I did a quick check. I think I hear Reaper. Yeah, they're in Reaper.
I got one.
Reaper close left.
Winston bubble, Winston really low. Focus Sombra right now, or so not Sombra.
I'm just shooting the Reaper.
I got him. Just go.
Chilling for a second. I'm going deep.
No jump.
I need to reload. Potato. Get it.
Winston's still one. Oh god.
And there's one.
I'm dying for it, my bad.
Yeah,
nice. No, that was my bad. I just moved really badly. Don't die for that, Debbie. Don't die for that. That's a 2v1.
Oh my dear soul.
Point. No, we're not getting it.
Taking objective.
You get her.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice, we killed him.
Nice job, guys.
My ultimate is charging.
That was my bad. I clunked that one up pretty badly.
I'm not playing point for play, that's not expected.
I mean, you took the damage for me.
Sojin, Kiriko, we can push cart for a little bit, so let's not force anything for a while.
Yeah,
Soj, Kiriko are really far back.
I can probably kill the
we can push it. We can push it to corner. Don't even force that like right now, because they're not contesting this rotation. Nade coming in, careful.
No nade.
Top left or top? Bottom left, here.
No sleep. We're just chilling. Cart's still moving.
Oh, they're looking for me.
I'm bubbling him off just to force.
Just put him in a sec.
And I'm thanking for that. My bad. That was
Oh.
stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah, I can just end there.
Okay, now we do have to take care of top.
I got one.
Just reset. Pull out. Reset. And then we can actually push our advantage here in a few seconds. Yeah. We can go. A force bubble up. Kukong, and I need you to try to not play with Eridu if you can, because I can't. I'm literally getting no healing otherwise.
Yeah.
Just let him do his thing.
Otherwise.
Yeah, no, I
Winston is very far away.
He's trolling each other. No man. You have no bubble. Okay.
I bubbled way too poorly.
Yeah, but he has to stay back.
I might kill him. Yeah. No, I'm not chasing.
I'm going bottom left now.
He's still behind us.
I'm making support look at me, but we'll keep dying.
Nah, we're
Yeah, it's a time, man. Where are they? Oh, we can kill. Wait, we can kill. Yeah, it's a primal.
Yeah, he's got primal, yeah. It's fine.
Killable. Killable.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Oh, I got rolled. There's a Winston in the mega room. We can still play good points for us when we actually regroup. Do you live?
Yep. What's the no jump? No, he doesn't have primal. He just tried to punish me.
I heal. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, don't take damage. Please don't take damage. Okay, thank you. I accidentally, intuitively just put a ball at my.
I got cart. You guys take space on the angles on height. Get off of cart, swoop if you can. Like, yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm taking top right.
We're still moving cart for a little bit. We'll just try to go for a big ult combo on top. Okay, we're ready to.
That was a crucial sleep that I missed.
Reaper dead.
Okay. I'm gonna go for the kill and surge here.
That was one.
I'm genuinely awful.
It's actually still one wolf. Hey, man, no longer one. No longer one. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Okay, we're in a situation where we just need to finish him off. We'll clear height and go from there. I'm gonna have primal here. Yeah. Play your life though. Like, it's really important we don't get traded because they're gonna have spawn advantage every single step of the way. Just Reaper's off here. We can clear this. We can clear this. He's here.
I missed everything.
That's fine. No nade.
No nade.
I'm gonna keep bubble here.
That's one. Wow.
I'm with you on the, I'm with you top left.
I just go on the
top
no bubble on monkey. Oh, nearly.
No, I messed up. I'm gonna have to disengage this, aren't I?
What?
Correct. Yeah, that was our chance there. I don't know if we cap this now.
30 seconds remaining.
Don't worry. There's a Reaper behind us. But I'm gonna C9. I hope they're not listening.
I don't.
Oh, never mind.
He's right here. He's right here.
We're all going for C9.
Use the anti already.
Just clear this Reaper. We got time. We got time. Help me clear the. Help me force the raid. Help me force the raid. Help me force the raid. Help me force the raid.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving.
I have field bubble on point.
No, he used primal.
Unlucky. Good try, guys.
That's right. Wow. How does everyone have healing?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. What would it have been with, I guess, Imre self-heal?
Or was it? Well, no, Sombra, right? Sombra.
Oh, I didn't even think about their
Sombra,
DPS. Yeah.
And then the Tracer would have also healed with health backs, I think.
I think I get them passive healing like from the thingy. What's this called, flanker?
No, W was on.
I don't think that works.
Biotech.
But I'm not sure. Ice, are you here? Or do I start? Is Ice here?
Yeah, Ice was here last game.
Ice, are you real? Are you real?
Yeah, I'm real. What?
Okay. Do you want to take over? What is going on?
Sure.
Here, let me. I don't know if we have enough for 2 lobbies, though. That's the only thing. So if you just want to run
10,
normal.
11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we only have 14.
What?
15, right?
Here's what we do. Let's do. I'll play in all of them, but let's do high rank lobby and then low rank lobby. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I was thinking the same.
Yeah,
we'll
and then just whoever the high rank players are, just tell them like, hey, do what I would do and play like Tracer or something.
Let's calm down a little bit.
Yeah, just make them play heroes they're bad at. Because this one was like fair. I think both games are really fair, but it was like a little frustrating. I think for the lower rank players.
Yeah, that's how it tends to be.
All right, GG's. Ice is here. The real pro is here. He said some really mean things about my lobby running, but I think that like I'm willing to like let him say those things as long as I don't have to take responsibility for it. So
I can confirm as witness to the crimes that Ice-T emotionally committed against Swilo, that yes, Ice-T was in fact really mean.
I will be right back. All right, chat. I'm gonna head off for now. We're gonna kind of do some more Pug stuff. But YouTube, Twitch, appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna toss a raid over to. We'll toss a raid to Infected. Is Overwatch text chat still broken? I don't know. Melon OW? Yeah. Give me a second. Make sure they're actually streaming. Oh yeah. I got you. All right. I'll see you guys later. YouTube, farewell. Revolutionary Vice YouTube chat. Yeah, I saw that. Focus that supports more. Love that. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys later. See you guys on Tuesday. Goodbye. Oh my gosh, thank you for the gifted subs. Ethan, I didn't even notice. I'm so sorry, dude. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. Again, I apologize for that. I appreciate it. Goodbye.